stay behind the yellow line.
How long the line is.
Ground temperature 17 or 18.
Oh wow! Very hot.
Thank you.